Hello, hello, hello. Howdy, howdy. I'm just chilling out here, about to do a bit of streaming just to test some new features that I've added based on what you've requested, Zero. So yeah. Just need to make sure that VR is working properly because it's been a bit annoying. You know? But how have you been? Excellent. You got Ethernet today and 1,000 megabyte per second download? That's awesome. Fantastic. How does it feel to be fast on the internet? To be zooming? Feels crazy. Fantastic. I'm actually really glad for you. That sounds like an awesome time. Alright. Just gonna make sure that everything is good and I can head over to full screen. We don't want this here. Nice and hidden. There we go. Fantastic. Damn. Having things like work right out the bat is difficult, especially when you have to like close things. You set yourself a 10-minute timer and you know, everything seems to be having issues for a while. You know? But hey, how's it going? Perfect. And that should be that. And there we go. If this functions properly, you know, we're good to go, you know. But yeah, should be fine there. How's it going there? You vibing, Zero? I see you've changed your name finally. No longer how it was. Which is good, It's okay. Perfect. I'm just gonna do the good ol' open this IP. Your name is super cool now. Yes, absolutely. It's fantastic. So if I scroll down here, I can select the Be Furry VRChat redeem. And there we go. Howdy, how's it going, Crispy Eats? Just doing a bit of a test stream just to, you know, chill out with all of y'all tonight and just have a good time. But yeah, I've added some new redeems for you guys. Just some cool things that allow you to generally like manipulate some like my clothes and things, and there's an option for a beans cam now, but I'm still working on it. You're working on your homework? Yeah, that's excellent. I'm here for the chill vibes for you. Don't worry too hard. But yeah, the new things I've added, you can clearly see that the Be Furry vote puts me in my pure furry self for a good ol' 5 minutes. And then there's some more interesting ones that are also there. You can probably see in the new new redeems, which is gonna be fun. But yeah, oh my gosh, I slept all of today. That is crazy. Like, wow. I am absolutely surprised. I'm gobsmacked. Just get that and that. That. Boom. My day was kind of excellent, you know? As I said, most of it was spent asleep, but you can't really have to do anything about that. You just go by, work your way through, and then just hope that at least somehow you'll manage to wake up at some point in time. Yeah, that's definitely pretty awkward, but you know, it happens when you have to like clear out the snow after a snowstorm. It's fine, it works. I mean, I took advantage of that to get myself an excuse to just go get some sushi and have a good time with some friends and things. So it was good. You had work and it was so busy? Oh my gosh, how bad was it? Like, what do you do? Because like, I don't know, I've worked a lot of like retail, and I've also worked a lot of software, and both of them have been very different types of busy. Took a small 1 hour nap like 2 hours ago, so late night for you for sure. Oh, you're a barista. Awesome. Yeah. I was actually imagining today like what it would be like to be a barista, because like it's kind of cool just knowing how to make some like drinks and stuff, and just like be able to do that all day. But at the same time, I've seen like how many drinks people have to make at like common places like Starbucks or Tim Hortons or something. So it's pretty insane. There's 2 of you and you had like 16 cars? Oh my gosh. Also, Zero, sleeping is super cool. It absolutely is. I spend roughly half of my time asleep instead of a third, just because Fox needs beauty rest. And when one car orders for 8 friends, it's not easy. Oh yeah. No, I see that. That's pretty chill though. Like, you're getting through it though. Yeah. What types of drinks do you like making, and what types of drinks do you guys like drinking? Because, like, I've got, like, this entire list for myself for when I go out. Everyone's happy and nice, though, because who doesn't love getting coffee? True. Don't talk to me before my morning coffee, even though I don't drink coffee. You love a frap, and sugary drinks are the best. Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. Frappuccinos are, like, definitely a reasonable type of drink to get if you're, like, you know, getting something that has, like, caffeine in it, you know? But myself, if I'm going to various places, like, I've got a list. So for example, if I'm going to, like, Tim Hortons, I'm getting myself a frozen lemonade, okay? That's pretty good. Or if I feel like something hot, I'm gonna get myself a hot chocolate. If I go to, like, Balzac's, that's at my work, you got, like, such a big choice of things, and I just always go with a hot apple cider with cinnamon. I go very basic because things just taste good when they are made certain ways, you know? But going to places like Starbucks, I tend to go for a iced black tea, lemonade, extra lemonade, and occasionally add extra, like, flavors into it, but instead of the extra lemonade, but, you know, it happens. You're going out to get a good drink, so you might as well splurge on it. Yeah, hot chocolate, yes. I'm a big purveyor of hot chocolate and tea. Because, like, I've got 3 different varieties of hot chocolate around my house, and hundreds of thousands of tea bags of various varieties. Splurge, yes, I splurge. Splurge, throwing that money all over the place. It's fantastic. Do you make some now? I mean, you did take an hour nap, so it seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do, you know? Just chill out and have some hot chocolate. Something warm throughout the winter night. Sounds pretty fun. Yeah. It's pretty cold right now, actually. Do I have full body tracking? Yeah, I do. I can go like this and just, you know, vibe. And things like that. I know, right? Oh my gosh. It was, the story of me getting, like, my full body tracking. So, it was, when was it? I think it was, like, during a Dungeons and Dragons campaign around 2 years ago. I should try a handstand. I mean, I'm not too flexible right now, and I might lose tracking, but, you know, I can do that for you. I can try. Let's see this. Yeah, I think I could do that. Works pretty well. Except I lose my headset. Whew. What the heck? Yeah. Pulls out a handstand out of nowhere? Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I can do things. Oh my gosh. Vong Chambers, thank you so much for the follow. It's awesome having you here. We're here for some chill vibes and relaxation, you know? Yeah, I'm trying to get a bit more flexible. And Crispy Eats, thank you as well for the follow. Hope you're having a great evening. Yeah, thank you so much. I try hard. Yeah, I'm trying to get a bit more flexible by doing certain types of exercises to improve it, but starting this late in life, it's pretty difficult. But, you know, you just keep going, you try, and eventually you get results, and that's kind of the goal. Oh my gosh, I've been wearing this, like, so I was doing, before going to bed last night, I was, like, doing some fursuit making stuff, so I have my spandex shirt on, and the thing about this specific shirt is that if I, like, lie in it, it kind of, like, rolls up, so it feels like underneath my sweater, I've got this crop top that's going up to here, and it's kind of a weird feeling, but not too bad a feeling, not gonna lie. Yeah. But Yeah, Crispy, you should make some hot chocolate. Enjoy your evening and stuff. I mean, I right here when I'm finished, I'm probably gonna go make some secret crop top. True. I might go make myself some maybe some Moroccan mint tea or something. That stuff is amazing. Okay, if you haven't tried it before, I recommend you do. It's basically a mint tea with a lot of like extra features that just kind of give it a unique taste. Just some random herbs that you wouldn't normally go through with mint. Yeah, going to go do that now? Awesome, I'll see you soon. Making stuff's too much work for you? Way too lazy? That's fair, that's fair. Most of the things that I make when it's like times like this, you know, I try and make things that I can just set it and forget it and eventually come back and be like, oh wow, I forgot I made this. I guess it's time to have it. So for example, if I boil some water, I can step away for like 10 minutes and then the water's boiled when I get back and I'm like, wait, when did I boil this water? Feeling a bit like Alzheimer's there, but you know, we're good. Just having a good time, you know? Yeah. But for that reason, I really love, so my favorite purchase I've made in like the past few years has been, I bought one of those like toaster oven things, and oh my gosh, the ability to not have to preheat the oven, put something in and remember to take it out is insane. Like, you basically just put your stuff in the toaster oven, right? Set the heat, set the time, and it turns off at the end of it, so you don't have to preheat it, and you also don't have to turn off the heat. And it's like win-win. You don't really have to worry about having a fire if you fall asleep or something, which I'm very prone to. It happens, you know. Sometimes you just have to, you know, make things and stuff and things and not sleep, which is pretty hard, you know? Pretty hard. But yeah, oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know. Something that I found that's pretty like fun on the topic of like drinks and baristas and making drinks and things. I've actually like I use Volpe as my name when I like order food and stuff. So when people try and say, "Oh, order for Valoop or something," oh my gosh, it's fantastic. But when they get it right, when they get Volpe right, it's like, "Oh my gosh, yo, that's Volpe. I'm Volpe. Yes." Mm-hmm. Like the thing about being called Volpe for me is that it's not my real name, but at the same time, holy crap, it's stuck with like all my friends from high school and all of my colleagues from work. So, you know, I'm basically just Volpe, okay? People call me Volpe. It's good. And so going to like some place like Starbucks or something, I can just like say, oh yeah, the order's for Volpe, VULPE. Make sure the V's not a B. And yeah, it kind of functions properly. Pulpy, yes, pulpy. What can you do, right? Ooh, pulp. Okay. So, do you like orange juice with pulp or without? Because, like, okay, I gotta say, I used to be a pulp hater. Like, I absolutely hated pulp for the longest time. But now it's like, kind of feels like pretty fancy having some pulp in like my orange juice or something. Just like some orange bits that are a bit like vitamin C, you know? Yeah. You think, but you can't remember the difference, Loki? Oh yeah, look as well. My clothes have come back. So the Be Furry redeem has what's called, the clothes come back after 5 minutes. And the maid dress one is about 15 minutes, but I'm probably going to extend it longer. I just wanted to have a bit of a test just to make sure things work properly. The way that my setup works is that I've actually set up all my clothes as an int and it cycles through them. So it's a finite state machine. if any of you are geeky like that. So you'll see if you set up a maid dress when I'm wearing this, you don't really notice too much. However, if you put me to Be Furry, you'll see that I cycle through the maid dress before becoming naked. You know, one tastes sour to you. Oh, really? That's interesting. I guess that's probably the pulpy one, I'd assume, but at the same time, you really can't be sure. Because, like, the pulpy one's the only one that has extra ingredients. But what if it's the thing that makes it bitter instead of sour? You don't know. Or at least I don't know. Yeah. I think, the most fantastic thing about just having, like, various juices and things is, what's it called? Let me just move that over here. Is that you have, like, an opportunity to just try a lot of new things. And some taste like, if you have, like, some type of juice and another type of juice and you put them together, you don't expect it to, like, be good, per se. But then you can just, like, mix half and half of one another, and all of a sudden you make this concoction that's absolutely amazing, and you love it so much that you'd rather have that over either of the juices individually. On the other hand, if you do that with certain other types of fruits, vegetables, and things, how's it feel knowing I've got so many fans? I mean, oh my gosh, thank you so much for being fans. I'm not fan worthy, so, you know, you guys definitely aren't fans of me. You're fans of my friends, and that's good. That's a blessed for them. That's a blessed for them. Thank you for being fans of my friends. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's you can make a concoction on the other hand. Like, for example, putting coconut juice in anything else, and you make something that's so utterly disgusting that I don't think anyone could ever eat properly and enjoy. Fuck coconut juice. Fuck coconut water. Fuck coconut anything. Coconut butter's pretty good, though. The only two streams you've watched are this one and yesterday, which have just me in it? Yeah, I mean, those are the ones I was assuming you were talking about. But, you know, all the friends with everyone in chat, you know? Like, you're in chat, you're friends with yourself, right? Yeah. Trying, like, coconut things. Okay. Between you and me, coconut, the thing that I hate about coconut the most is that you're always going to have coconut shavings in things, and those things taste of just coconut at the same time as being, like, slightly crunchy, but at the same time, like, really small, and you're confused why you can crunch so many times on the same small little piece of thing. And then when you're done with that, right, it gets caught in your throat, and then you're like, why the fuck do I have coconut in my throat? How do I get rid of this? And then you, for me at least, I cough a lot when I misdrink things, so having coconut in my epiglottis is not a good time. Yeah. It's okay, but definitely not too fun a thing. Here we go. I'm just gonna do that. Perfect. But yeah. Coconut things, ooh, what the hell happened here? There we go. Coconut things, yeah, they're not my favorite thing. Which I guess seems reasonable, but yeah. Have I watched the new Attack on Titan episode? Oh, have new ones come out yet? That's fantastic. I actually didn't know the new new set were out yet. I was kind of waiting a really long time, so I guess that's reasonable. But no, I haven't watched it yet. And if those are out now, okay, I know what I'm doing over the next 4 days. 1 hour special for the new season. Oh my gosh. I get to see my Eren as a giant... Oh, sorry, spoilers. I mean, the other person here is going to make some hot chocolate. As a giant skeleton? Let's go, Skeleton Titan. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's good. Apparently you gotta catch up now. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm saying about my next 2 days, is I'm gonna be watching a lot to catch up. Just absolutely zooming through the show. Because my favorite thing to do is skip season 1, rewatch seasons 2 through 4, and then continue where we are. Because, like, I don't feel like watching season 1. I get really bored during the Trost arc. And so after that point, it's like, it kind of takes away my motivation to watch the rest of the things and catch up. But when I get there, it's good. It's good. Season 2 and season 3 part 1 are my favorites generally. But season 3 part 2 is pretty good as well. Yeah, season 1's pretty boring, honestly. I don't know. It's something about it. It's just, you know, it's really a season 1, and they're trying to keep you in it by giving you so much action, but then you have no character development, and you're like, but these are my favorite characters that I'm ready to watch the show for, and now what do, right? Yeah. I'm a bit whiny there, but it happens. Yeah. The other one that I'm pretty hopeful for is for ReZero Season 3, because I read through those books like gospel. If you've not seen or read ReZero, it's a really, really cool... You got your hot chocolate? Welcome back! How does it taste? Never watched or read? Okay. It's a really cool isekai that is about this one character, Subaru, who has this cool power where he gets transferred to another world, and then every time he dies, he gets brought back to life at an earlier point. Usually like some obvious save point from a video game or something, but it's not video game-like. And so the entire story is him dying, and there's plenty of like, it's mysteries hidden behind action, and if you follow through the mystery elements, you can actually solve the mystery ahead of Subaru, and you're like, oh, so that's why this happened. That's why this order of events occurred. Oh my gosh. And then when you get to the last section and you predict it ahead, you're like, okay, so I'm going to predict that this is the exact thing that's going to happen. And since the last section, because of all the events you've learned before from like resets of time, it's predictable, and you just go through and you're like, okay, so at this point in time, this is going to happen. And then it happens and you're like, whoa, oh my gosh, yes, okay. And it's bomb AF for your hot chocolate. Let's go! I'm so hype. It's blessed. Make sure you share some with us, okay? Because I'm pretty sure Zero is a bit thirsty for some hot chocolate as well. I definitely am not, but you know, if you feel like giving me some, I might take some. You had your headphones on only one note. Orange juice with pulp is a no-go for you. Yeah. It's like, oh no, they shouldn't. I agree. I agreed for a while, but now it's like, yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's more of like a mature taste. Like you drink orange juice enough times and you get bored of just having orange juice and you want something extra. And orange juice with pulp is like having coconut water, but not having coconut taste. And sure, the pulp's going to get stuck in weird places and you're not comfortable with that, but at the same time, like it's something tasty, something cool, something awesome, and yeah. It makes things last, you know? We can all have awesome, thank you so much. You got marshmallows on top, eh? And you've got milk zero, nice, awesome. Ooh, speaking of hot chocolate, do you use milk or do you use water for when you're making it? Because like, it's not going to be as creamy if you don't use milk. But at the same time, water's easier to boil. Milk 100%? Yeah, absolutely. The hard part for me is making sure I don't scald the milk, because I am absolutely terrible at that. Like, I set up the milk, like I can either use the microwave or the stove. If I put it on the stove, like I'm gonna burn the milk. I'm gonna scald it, and it's gonna be like so awful. So sad, so sad. But I mean, the important thing with like drinks and stuff, if you're like adding milk extra, is don't put the milk in first. Okay? Never put the milk in first, because when you put the hot coffee in or something, it's gonna scald it, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's not gonna taste good. Do I find myself more childish or more mature? It definitely depends on the situation. Like, you know, I can be pretty childish when I'm hanging out with friends and stuff, but at the same time, when I'm running like fur meat groups in my area, I tend to be one of the more mature people who takes control of situations and stuff. So, I don't know. That's a really hard one, honestly. Use the microwave because you didn't want to go away for too long. 2 minutes each was really good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've got one of those like weaker microwaves that you kind of have to like double the time that you'd expect just to get it to work properly and have the right time for everything. It's all fine and dandy until you realize that making popcorn takes like 2.5 minutes instead of like 1:40, and you're just sitting there like tapping your foot or tapping your hand and just thinking, wow, I could really be eating this popcorn right now and not, sitting there watching it pop and just very sad, very unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, my cat's run away. Unfortunate. Let's see here. So you're actually new to VRChat. You've been playing for 2 weeks and been part of the furry community for years, but your shy boy never made any friends until you joined VRChat. I mean, that's a pretty common occurrence for a lot of people. I actually had a lot of issues making friends in VRChat just because, like, I never really joined any, like, public worlds. I only knew the people I knew in VRChat because we already pre-planned to do VRChat, But, I meet most of my friends for, like, the furry fandom and stuff through either commissioning them or playing WoW with them. And those are kind of the two things. I do a bit more gaming with some other groups of people now, but it takes some time to, meet some people if you don't have, like, VRChat, like, connections, I suppose. Because, like, for example, I hang out with my squad of friends mainly and stuff, but, it's definitely pretty hard. I think if I didn't know, like, Bolty and their group of friends, I wouldn't really have ever, like, actually gotten into VRChat and enjoyed it for what it's worth. But, it happens. I also blame MOSFET for having me meet my favorite person to hang out with and stuff, which is quite fantastic. I'm pretty hyped by that. Yeah. And you wish you could talk better? Hey, I mean, talking is difficult, There's a reason why you spend the entirety of your elementary school life with learning communication skills. It's hard, and, it's fine if you need some extra time to catch up and, keep up to date with things, Because, like, it's not a big deal, honestly. You're in such a cool class right now. You're getting a bachelor's in game design and taking a level design class. Oh my gosh. Level design is the best. Okay. I think out of all of, like, the principles of game design, like, level design is the most human thing. You kind of have to, like, predict how a player is going to go through things and be able to give them the best user experience. And UX design is fantastic. It's like, and stuff. And even with the game design, like, while you're doing user experience, you still have to make challenging and fun puzzles or challenges or whatever. And oh my gosh, if I were, like, working game dev, which I want to do if I can, but at the same time I know it's gonna be a bit of down the road if I actually end up doing it, that it would be such an amazing type of position to have, honestly. Something that blew your mind was how Half-Life 2 handled their tutorials. Oh my gosh. I mean, like, one thing I love about Half-Life 2, when I was studying the game design for it, is, when you go to, like, what's it called? Raven something or another. The mining colony where there's all the head crab zombies and stuff. They taught you how to use the gravity gun, like, so well by basically making it so that you couldn't use your other weapons and you had to be using, like, the physics saws and stuff. Like, that's fantastic game design for something that happens so late, Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. Half-Life 2, I think, like, struggles a bit because the boat section is so long and so repetitive, but if you're treating it like a video game of the time, like something in the early 2000s and late 90s or something, it kind of fits in with the aesthetic of, like, where you are at that time, and you pull a saw over the door you have to go through, and once you do, a zombie spawns, you instantly have to shoot it to figure out that. True, yeah, that is true. and having that saw in your like grasp with your gravity gun is like perfect. You got this. You know what you're doing. Yeah. I don't know. I think the worst thing for me, something I really don't enjoy as an individual, are boat sections of video games. Places where like you're in a vehicle on water, because at least when you're in like a car on a road, you kind of have the ability to go off road a little bit and come back on. But you're in water, you kind of, you're on your airboat. It's like, fuck, and you can't really get out. Like on a road, you can get out because you're on a road. But if you get out in water, then you're kind of swimming, and it's a whatever moment. It's kind of the reason why I don't play through Half-Life 2 much myself, nor do I do Resident Evil 4. Just because, like, the boss with the fish is just, like, it's hard. It's not hard. It's just hard to get through and have the motivation to go through, You have a little bit of fun, but then you have a little bit of, do I really want to do this? And plus, you're only doing that to get to the points with the president's daughter, whatever her name is, the one person who I hate playing with in that game. But that's cool. That's RE4 for you. Yeah, I don't know. I think game design, like level design, is a lot of fun. Do I have some of my favorite games? I don't really think too much about what my favorite games are often. But if it's for like story-rich games, I really like Divinity Original Sin 2 and Portal 2. Pause. Yes. Pause. Yeah, this is, good. Yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2 because I love the magic system and how like combat works. Yes. And then Portal 2 because it's one of the games I really enjoyed just like playing through a lot of times, and it was one of the games that I could actually get through like most of it during a lunch at school. Like I get through Portal 2 in about 3 lunches worth at school, so it works out. It goes through well. But of course I had to do like speedrun strats, which is fine, but it's pretty difficult. But fun challenge because you got good dialogue and audio. Oh yeah, the cool kid playing Portal 2 in lunch. Honestly, my in high school, my friend groups and things that we hung out with for lunch, my entire friend group really consisted of around 20 to 25 people rotating, and we had like little circles in our group. And we were kind of the people who were like did a lot of gaming, but also did a lot of board game stuff and tabletop stuff. But then we also had a lot of sporty people and a lot of music people and a lot of engineering people. And then we had we kind of were like, had someone for everything, people who knew what they were doing for any situation. You always had a friend you could look up or ask about something. Yeah, it's a lot of people, I know, but it's just like what's it called? It's just how we function during lunch. What do I use for my full body tracking? So I'm using my VR headset is the Valve Index. I'm using the Knuckles controllers, and then I'm using the actual like expensive Vive trackers. The ones that are like $200+ or something. I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, and my friend said bet, and so I bought it. Okay, what can you do? But if I point up there, that is where one of my base stations is. My other one is up there on the wall, and I've got one just over here at my side, because it helps me manage my waist if I turn around like this. It still messes up a little bit, but you don't have to worry too much about stuff. Yeah. I find that if you're using full body tracking, regardless of the solution you use, because your body is such a black box for whatever type of radiation that you're using for like the actual tracking itself, it's important to have 3 trackers, 3 base stations, 2 in as sources like wherever you'd normally have them, and then 1 making sure to cover when it's not when you're waist one is not visible. Yeah. If you're using things like Connect for doing tracking, stuff like that, it's a little more straightforward because it can already detect whether you're facing forwards or backwards, so you don't need to worry too much about it. But that requires a bit of extra software development on top of that, which not everyone has the skills to do. I have a bit of experience because back in high school, I was actually helping one of these other groups on their final project for computer science class, where they were using color tracking with the they were using color tracking to do like motion controls with the Kinect and select options. So they had a situation where they were doing a multiple choice question and they had a color of felt on each of their fingers. And if they raised that finger, then they selected that option in the multiple choice questions, which is pretty good. Have I watched Blue Lock? I have not. What is Blue Lock? And you debated getting it, but you don't know if you have the Oculus, because the Oculus 2 and it's wireless, cheap and decent enough. So you'd have to get everything, you think? Yeah. The annoying thing about the Oculus 2, like the Quest 2, is if you're trying to like have things like VRChat, Half-Life, Beat Saber, etc. work properly, you really can't use the standalone mode. Like the standalone mode is a really good option for if you really don't have access to a computer. But at the same time, you kind of have to make sure that it's always connected to your computer to have proper graphics using a link cable. And those link cables can sometimes get jammed. They can just get severed in the middle because it's a USB-C basically. So it's pretty, whatever. Blue Lock is actually amazing. It's a soccer anime. Okay. I mean, I don't watch too many sports anime just because, like, I've watched Haikyuu and I feel like that was enough for me. But at the same time, I'm always interested for new ideas. I can note that down. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm definitely, like, away from watching new things right now a tiny bit. But I think I'm going to get back into it, you know? You have the computer 100%, you just don't think you can combine trackers with Oculus, can you? Yeah, you technically can, but you're going to be locked out of a lot of options. Because you kind of have to develop or use some OpenVR software that, like, will work, but it won't work with your headset, which means you're going to need additional things on top of your controllers on your hands or something, or just some way to track your hands even with the controllers. Yeah, you can do full body with Oculus. It's just a little bit more difficult and a bit more annoying. I originally had an Oculus Rift S, and I gave it away to my friend Rusty when I ended up getting the what's called Steam VR. It was called Valve Index because it just I wanted to have easy full body and just have things work better. So, you know, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. But yeah. In general, though, the 3 things you want to note for having a VR headset. The Quest is always really cheap, but it has a lot of limitations on the actual functionality of it. A lot of the Vive headsets are pretty decent, but their audio and microphone are god-awful. You do not want to deal with that. You actually kind of need to have an external mic for that. And sometimes the audio is not going to function properly. And they're also overly expensive. The Index is a Vive headset, but at the same time, it kind of has extra, like, they actually decide, hey, maybe the mic's an important thing for this headset. So it works pretty properly, but sometimes you might have to get something to cover it up if you have, like, a lot of airflow in your room. Yeah. Maybe by the time you're ready, something will be cheaper. Yeah. That's always a good thing to think about, especially with, like, how much investment goes into VR things. It's a bit annoying that, like, Microsoft and Meta, have kind of reduced, you know, how they're like those massive layoffs recently. A lot of the groups of the companies that were laid off were teams working on IR, AR functions, as well as VR stuff. Yeah. And when I say AR, I always will add IR, just because a lot of the types of development that they're doing is related to how you're using your phone, which has an infrared camera on it, and that's how they track things, which is pretty cool. They don't use like actual like physical GPS location things. Despite that might be a bit easier, it's a bit harder to track if you like get uncalibrated. They shouldn't have changed the Oculus logo on the headsets. Yeah, I agree. I honestly really don't like Meta, but you know, I've got friends who work for the company, so it's fine. Could be crazy, but no, uses Facebook. Yeah. I mean, their expansion out of Facebook and towards a lot of other proprietary software is kind of the thing that's keeping them afloat, the thing that's going to like get them to excel in this future right now. At the moment, the only thing that was like giving them value was revenue, like and bot/ad. What are the words for it? Algorithms. Because like their shit is really good at getting the most money out of anything, but at the same time, it's a bit iffy because it's not consumer oriented. It's generally what's it called? Company oriented or from the sales front. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Things are good. Yeah, they own Instagram, and the funny thing about it is that Instagram is where they get most of their advertising revenue. Like, you know, when you're on Instagram and you go through your stories and you find like the ads that give you like random purchase things, they've managed to actually select companies to advertise that people who use Instagram are so likely to click that around 60% of users have purchased something from an ad on Instagram. It's wild. It's crazy. I know that like that number is from a few years back, but at the same time, it's like I've bought something off of Instagram like that, so you know, it's all about the trends. It's all about the trends. Yeah, I know. Advertising works. It's weird though, you know. But you probably aren't too interested in like weird fiscal things about companies and stuff. That's crazy, you know? Like, why talk about like money and things? Like, I'm a fox, okay? Like, you love all facts? Yeah. I mean, facts are pretty cool. Facts are pretty cool. Just knowing things and being there and having all that trivia knowledge is... It's good. It's good. It's fun. But, you know, sometimes you kind of just have to, like, go boop and hope that like people understand. There we go. Been going to school for way too long. Yeah, no, same here, okay. It takes a lot out of you. I respect it. Yeah. But you know, you go to school long enough, eventually you get out and you're finally free to like live life and vibe. You have one more year? Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I have 2. Actually, it's like 2 years and 2 months. I'm graduating in May of that year. Or, sorry, April of that year. Yeah, end of April. Which is fine. We'll get there. It's just so far away. Yeah, I know. My program is 2020 to 2025. I know, it's a quarter century. It's so far away. Yeah. But, you know, after half a century in university, it's going to be good to get out. And plus, I'm more than halfway through all my actual studies, which is good. It's finally blessed. You know, we're getting there. We're winning. What are we winning? I'm not sure, but we're winning. How does the VR camera go out of focus? Yeah, so I can't actually show you because of how the actual stream camera works, nor will the camera show up if I have it in my hands. But we have a bunch of options along the bottom side of the camera. And if you just slide through the options, you have things like a flying camera, which is the reason I can have a camera all the way out here, despite having my actual camera here. So I can control the settings right here. I have behavior set up to actually, so I turn off a lot of the behavior functions for it. But oh my gosh, I forgot to turn, oh my gosh. Let me just go grab my drink here. Speaking of Starbucks, I've got a Starbucks drink right here. Oh, that's good. Ice black tea lemonade. It's fantastic. But yeah, you have a lot of options for behavior, which if you toggle them on and off, it'll still reposition the camera to look at the right place. So you have one for leveling the camera so it's horizontal. You have one which is going to make it look at you. Actually, let me turn on that. So this is the look at me function. So it's going to follow me around and keep me centered. If I turn off the auto level, you'll see that it follows me down here. If I turn on auto level, it brings it right back up to horizontal. And then it has a smooth option, which I have on by default because it makes it so that when I'm moving the camera, it's nice and smooth and not too like jittery, which makes it nicer for the viewer. But we also have a focus function, and the focus function has 4 options. Off, full auto, semi-auto, and manual. Manual, you actually have to click to see which part is focused. It's like when you're using your phone for focusing. Full auto selects the object in the foreground and focuses on that, which is going to normally be me. And semi-auto is you actually select the range for the field of view, which is good. Lots of talking requires lots of liquid or something like that. Yes, true. I need to remember to drink a lot more, especially given like how little I drink, honestly. There we go. Yeah. But it's fun. It's fun knowing all of the camera functions and things. H. Yes. How tall am I? Ooh, asking me a question. How tall am I? Assuming 2 foot. I'm actually 2 feet 1 inch, but I'm a little bit taller than MOSFET. If you're comparing me to other people, and I'm a little bit smaller than Keat. Yeah. If you actually know their sizes, which I'm assuming most people don't. So that should function right. That 1 inch really do be curing. That is true. That is true. How do you control anger? Do you know? Mad. It's like the rock star signs here. Getting a bit mad. Yeah. I don't know if like there's other options. Like I can put my thumbs down, but you know, maybe it's a bit more of a pout. I can show teeth somehow. I don't remember how. There it is. Yes. Oh, not like that. Oh, how do I control anger in like life? Or how do you control anger in life? You know, it's actually been like quite a while since I've really been frustrated. It's more of a difficult one there. Like whenever I'm talking about something real, of course I'm going to always call it difficult because it's unique to the person that's involved. But I used to be like quite frustrated at a lot of things. But a mantra that I kept telling myself was, it's always going to be all right. Like, we're always going to get to the next day, you know? There's no point in getting angry because it's not really going to do much. So, trying to keep, like, trying to imagine a really angry Volt VRL and coming up empty. Yeah. Honestly, going through things, like, you kind of just get to a point where, like, you realize that being the best of yourself means hiding whatever anger you actually have. And, you know, if you're actually feeling pissed off or terrible about something, the most important thing to do is just, like, talk to somebody about it. Because, like, you know, we've all been angry, and we've all actually, like, we've all been, like, absolutely rabid with anger, okay? But, you know, the best thing to do is just go through it and realize, hey, we need to be a bit comfortable to talk about what things make us mad, because otherwise, how else are you gonna, like, recover and get back through, you know? Thing is, like, I've been angry occasionally recently, but at the same time, you know, it's never been about anything that's, like, actually pivotal to my life, you know? So I've just decided, hey, it's not worth my anger and not worth my effort in being angry at it. How long do my streams usually last, and do I usually stream VRChat? Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. This is only my third VRChat stream. First one was absolutely terrible. It didn't function properly. It's not even published. My second one was last night, and I think I lasted about 4 or 5 hours. No, it was 4 hours. Tonight, I'm not sure how far I'm going to go, because I really did just wake up, and I'm having a good time hanging out with you guys. But on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, I stream WoW because I'm just kind of enjoy playing World of Warcraft, and it's not an interesting stream. I don't recommend you come by if you're expecting a lot more, like, focus on you guys being cute and stuff. But at the same time, if people talk in chat, I'll always be able to respond and keep up with y'all. But those streams for WoW on Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday tend to be around 3 hours. And if I don't have a raid night that night, I flip a die. And by flip a die, I mean ask friends if they want to watch something. And if they don't, then I'll stream something else. Yeah. At the moment, I'm currently watching through the show Upload with my friend Arp, and that's been a lot of fun. Yeah. So, you know. I'd say for, like, the length of streams, it's usually about 3 to 4 hours, maybe sometimes 5. You and your friend are making an MMO? Might be here asking a lot of questions if I want. Well, yeah, for sure, of course. I'm always ready for if you want to pull my ear or something, you know. That's perfectly fine. I have a lot of things I love and hate about games, and I'm always down to talk about it, you know. See, I've, like, done a lot of studying for, like, game development reasons, so I know all of the types of things that, like, might be relevant, you know. And I also play a lot of MMOs. I should play as many MMOs as I do. But that's fine. Honestly, I shouldn't play a lot of the games I do, because I spend way too much time just wasting time doing... Oh gosh. Am I alright? I'm good. We're good. I spend a lot of time doing things like ARAMs and League, or playing a bunch of Dota. So much WoW. I've stopped on my Overwatch, but I've picked up CSGO and stuff, so... Yeah, my back, can it do this? I can, let me, behavior, look at me, turn off auto level. I can do this. Dio pose. We're good. That was not meant to come out. You can't get into RPGs ever? How come? What do you not like about them? I'm always, like, curious, like, what people enjoy about games and what people don't. And that's one of, like, the fun things about games, is that some of them really just don't stick out for certain people, you know? Yeah. I don't know. For me, I really don't like, I don't like battle royale games. Like anything that has like a battle royale situation, I kind of just can't get into going through a game because I know that, hey, if I'm good, I could still lose to just having poor RNG, and at the same time, if I'm bad, I could still win, and I really don't want to win if I'm bad, you know? I want to have to, like, you know, work hard and not have to rely on different, like, RNG elements, I suppose. But at the same time, you know, certain tabletop games are really appealing for the same reason, so I don't know why I like those over battle royales. Maybe battle royales are just action-oriented, and I just don't like that. You're not a fan of leveling systems, like where you have to grind to that high level to do certain things? Yeah, I respect that, honestly. The grind is, like, you gotta respect the grind because of how much effort people put into it, but at the same time, you really don't have to do that grind yourself, you know? Like, that's a lot. And, you know, it's definitely a more, haha funny situation, you know? Wondering if there's, like, somewhere around here I can, you know, sit down and chat. There's nowhere too comfy except the ground, so let me go down here. There we go. Camera is not functioning properly. I think my joystick's doing weird shit. No, it's not. Weird. Just turn it over here. There we go. Have it go above me a little bit, and we can turn on that behavior mode, which is look at me. There we go. Yeah. Now I'll get my fursuit right here. And use that as a pillow. Yeah. There is a bench, true, but the ground is more comfortable. The only thing about full body tracking is the standing up forever. That is true, that is true. Standing up for a long time is a lot of work. It's a bit painful. You only stand for so long when the bed's right there. True. I mean, the cool thing about my room is... I have a room upstairs that actually has a bed, okay? But because I'm down here so much, like, on my computer for work and stuff, and just general life, I have a mattress on the floor over here, so I can basically just finish work and flop on the ground and fall asleep. You're working on your cardio and VRChat has been helping? Well, yeah, keeping you moving. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I'm so proud of you. Like, you're doing well. Yeah. I've been working on a lot of cardio myself recently. Like I said yesterday that I alternate days doing the treadmill and doing Beat Saber just to make sure my legs are in good functional order and my arms are. But at the same time, I'm not growing too much muscle. Even if it's not a full workout, it's better than sitting all day. True. That's really good. Good outlook there. Awesome. Damn. Oh, you know it, Nyan. Alright, let me make that a bit bigger and just close it on my... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 10 push-ups is too much for you. Yeah, too skinny for that. Yeah, from what I heard yesterday, Zero, pretty skinny, no weight there. But, you know, it's fine. It means you're enjoying life, and, you know, if you you can eat whatever you want and still have the ability to just enjoy it, and you know, it's very cool. Yeah, I myself, like, my weight fluctuates so much because like my diet is so weird. That's why like the thing that works best for me for making sure like I stay comfortable is just intermittently fasting every second day. 120 pound 5'9" with fast metabolism cheat code. True. I've got more of a mid-level metabolism. But you know, wait till age hacks your metabolism. True. We'll be cursed. Yeah. But pretty much I've reached the point where like age is catching up to me, so I really can't eat like I did when I was like in my mid-teens, which is fine. It's okay. You know, there's nothing too bad there, right? Just abuse your metabolism for now, then. Yes. Zero, please abuse it. Enjoy your time like this in case it goes away. But yeah, I managed to go down from like, I think, what was it, 210 to 170? And that's where I'm at about right now. And it's just taking a bit of effort from this point to keep going. I am like 2 feet 1 inch, so it is pretty difficult. One second, let me just quickly reply to Shesky. Send response. Yeah, 170 is good. Yeah, I think so. It's a really unhealthy BMI for being 2 feet tall, but you know, it's fine. Definitely obese. How small are my truckers if I'm 2 feet 1 inch tall? I mean, you can't see the relative size here, but they're pretty small, you know. They're like little chips on my feet. My headset is very massive, like it's like a bowl over my head. I'm a little fox, it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, Nyan, have you seen my new settings? Like, I just want to redeem this now just to make sure it works. Because if it doesn't, like, that's a bit annoying. I can't read that from here. I cannot read this. What am I doing? Be furry. All right, I'm actually gonna check over here. That's the one. There we go. Oh, it didn't work. Damn, I gotta fix that up then. Because now I can, you know, dress up in a maid dress and things. Things like that. Beans, yes. Let me just quickly check the debug option. Okay, cool. So it did function as intended, it's just my avatar's not set up properly, which is fine. It was on then off, true, yeah. It's because like how I cycle through things. Yeah, I know, right? I can take care of you now, Nyan. Bean cam as well? Okay, well, I'm gonna just use this right now because my beans are already here. There you go. How are the beans here? Enjoying it, Zero? Let me just, you know, get a bit closer and just do this for you, you know? I'll help out a bit. I like how the focus changes as the beans get closer. You quickly learned about VRChat is the Phantom Sense. Didn't believe anyone until you experienced that insane shit. Yeah, no. It's crazy. Like, I usually thought, like, oh, it's one of those things where, you know, people just say that they have Phantom Sense because they want to fit in with everyone else who says certain things. But, you know, I first experienced it, like, last month because I haven't really done too much VR, and oh my gosh, you know, someone just randomly, you know, reached for a certain point on my body, and I felt it, and it felt a bit. I didn't give them consent. That was very unfortunate. Time to farm another 800. Don't worry too hard. I'm probably gonna, just because it's like a test stream, I'm gonna refund most of the points that came in today, just because, you know, I want to make sure that you guys aren't left with the tests. You're extremely ticklish in your feet, and these jerks wouldn't leave you alone. Oh no. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. That must have been so painful. I'm glad you managed to get through. With the Be Furry, and why does it cost 1,000? Be Furry makes me, what's it called, nice and, what's it called, without dress, without outfit. What am I right now? I'm wearing clothes, so I can't really be a furry, can I? Come on. Or I can't be furry, I guess. The fluff's not visible. With how this stuff is set up, though, something that I will warn is the redeem will always reset my outfit at the end of the redeem section. Oh, Sylveon, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm just here chilling out in a maid outfit on the ground. Definitely not doing anything horrible right here. Yeah, I'll get you a back. Yes, yes, shake the tail, let's go. But yeah, when the timer runs out, it'll bring me back to my regular outfit, regardless of what outfit I'm on at the moment. So, after 15 minutes, the maid outfit will always bring me back to the regular, and after 5 minutes, the naked will always bring me back to regular. However, any new redeems are going to overlap over the other ones, so they might last shorter than expected. So I'll just have to manually fix that whenever it happens. Which should be fine, But we're chilling. I mean, I think the best part about, you know, having outfits like this is that I can just go like, you know, that, boom. And I can just sit here with you and make sure you're feeling comfortable, you know? Opinions on protos. Okay. So, protos. Protogens, they're pretty cool. They're okay. My best friend is a protogen, okay? So, you know, like, obviously I can't be racist towards them. But they are computers, and they do have, like, weird latex screens on their face. So it's like, you know, I myself wouldn't be a robot, so, like, I'm not a bird. So, like, protogens, I don't know. Like, foxes lay eggs, sure. But protogens are birds. Because, you know, they're robots. So, that does feel a bit uncomfortable, you know? Like, what would you do if you were a robot? Like, does your programming allow you to feel things? Can I just, like this? Hug chat? Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna stand up for this because hugging chat requires a certain level of, or a certain semblance of enjoying yourself. There we go. Yeah. Hey, chat. How's it going? How are you feeling? You doing okay? Stay nice and warm in here. Yeah. I'm here to take care of you, okay? You doing okay? A little bit of head pat right here for you. I'm glad I could be of service to you, you know? Just for you. What would I be if I couldn't take care of you, you know? As I said yesterday. So it doesn't seem very professional. Your room could use some cleaning. Oh. I mean, Nyan, fine. I guess I could clean your room. But only if a certain amount of payment is met, you know? I don't do my services for free. Bro's going on full parental mode. Yeah, true. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're feeling angry, like, you deserve something, you know? Let's go. Yeah. But, you know, I also am not very professional, Nyan. I don't actually have my cleaning equipment on me. I'm just, you know, wearing something nice in the forest over here. Yeah. You still have Bumpy coupon? Oh no. Are you really gonna, like... Don't spend them now. There's too many of them. Oh. You know, when I gave you those for Family Day, I wasn't expecting you to use them. I have a tail? Yes. I do. Let me just demo the tail. Take a look at that thing right here. The amount of bugs you get when you are laying on the ground, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about the bugs. When I'm cleaning out my fur, they're a nice little snack. Tail cam, yeah. I'm copying Keat now, you know? I think my favorite thing is using mathematical models to get my tail to move properly. Cleaning equipment. Where the hell are you? There you are. Okay, Nyan. Cleaning equipment? Am I using my tail as cleaning equipment? Really? I get the protein, yes. It's all about the protein from whatever bugs I eat. Which is good, it's good. But, oh my gosh. Ugh. Nyan. Abusing me. Making me, use my tail as equipment. How could you? There we go. And move back a bit. There we go. Yeah, gravity is working. Yes, gravity is working. It's quite difficult to measure it, but you know, it's just some level of pull. Just brings me right in. Oh, back up inside. You're good. Too nervous to do other sounds, but you're fine. Would I ever find myself doing a thirst trap TikTok? I don't think so myself, but you know, whatever happens, happens. And if I did find myself doing that at any point in time, you guys would be the first to know. Because, you know, I'm a cute, wholesome fox and I'm here to take care of you. And, you know, you could be thirsty, but at the same time, I'm here to, you know, satiate that thirst, I suppose. I'll water you. Yeah. I might go take a drink real quick. Hydration is important. Instead of drinking my my Starbucks drink, I'm just gonna have this. Wholesome with an asterisk. Precisely. I'm here to be a reality check of sorts. But, you know, sometimes you kind of just have to make do with whatever roll or cards you are drawn. Excellent. Real water there. Yeah. Wow, 333. That's pretty good. I'm just like, yeah, break a few rules sometimes, of course. I mean, rules are there to be broken, right? Rules are meant to be broken. Here we go. And we'll just move this in a little bit. There we go. What time do I usually go to bed? You said you just woke up, but is that from nap or sleep? That was from sleep. Kappa, that's the 100. What? What does that mean? Wait, is that bits? What the fuck? Nyan. Why did that make a sound? Cheered 100 bits? What the hell, Nyan? Why are you doing this right now? Ah. You're insane. Oh my gosh. But yeah, crispy. The main thing for me is I have a rotating sleep schedule. You don't understand what bits are, not gonna lie? Okay. Bits? Every bit is 1 cent. So if you cheer 100 bits, that's $1 that you just spent on the stream. Like, I can't believe Nyan would do that. Nyan's not allowed to do this. Nyan, you have moderator privileges now. You don't have to, like, you know, do that. You can just, like, randomly, like, yell at me or something. I don't know. In mod only chat or something. That's fine though. But yeah. So what's stopping you from using 10,000? Me, I'm telling you don't use 10,000. That's a lot of money. That's insane. But yeah, something with my sleep schedule, you have to buy bits, lol. That is true, yeah. It doesn't let you actually post a message unless you do that. Too poor for that anyways. Yeah, exactly. Don't do that, okay? I'm here to look after you, okay? And if you're spending money, like, you're wasting your money, okay? You gotta make sure you use that on food and rent and stuff, you know? Important things for life. But yeah. In terms of, like, sleep. That's the point we're at. That's where we're at. I have this thing which I call the rotating sleep schedule. So as I said, I kind of like sleep a lot more than usual, but that's because I really only sleep about 6 days worth in a week instead of 7 days. So I make up for that by sleeping a bit longer each time. But pretty much if I sleep roughly 11 hours each day, and then I keep pushing back how long I'm awake for by the offset of that, which is about, no, it's about 2 hours extra each day. And then if I offset that off by about an hour and a half every day, then by the end of the week, I've rotated an entire day of sleep. So the thing about my Saturdays is that's the day. Hey, my clothes are back. Nice, it's been 15 minutes. I have a rotating sleep schedule. Yeah. I mean, it pushes back by the same amount every day. It's just Saturdays are the day where I'm resetting myself and sleeping all day, which is fine. But, you know, it means that some days I'm more tired after work and other days I'm not. The hardest ones for me are Thursdays, because I'm starting to get to a point where, like, I want to be going to sleep during raid, but I can't do that because otherwise Nyan's going to yell at me, and I don't want Nyan to yell at me. I can't let Nyan yell at me. Please no. Nyan, please don't. I trust you. Yeah. Cal's probably going to be the one yelling at me. I tell you. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Pretty much after Thursday, I go to sleep right away, because I want to make sure. You need some water, lol? I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Good luck. What do you think I feel like on Thursday? Okay. I mean, that is true. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have our raid night. So, lore here, our raid night happens 7:30 to 10:30, but Nyan lives in Germany. Okay? So that's 6 hours ahead of time, in Eastern, at least for me, or ahead of my time. So, oh my gosh, what is that? That's like 1:30 to 4:30? Hello, Raspberry the vocalist. You love to dream big? Howdy. Hoping you're having a good time. It's nice to meet us. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy. It's great having you here. Hope you're having an excellent night and vibing. And you are, of course. Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Nyan. And then you have work on Friday as well. Like, holy crap, that's wild. But yeah, I'm here. I'm Volpe. Nice to meet you, Raspberry. We're just here for some wholesome vibes late at night. You know, chilling out, vibing, relaxing and stuff. Feel free to stay as long as you want. Yeah. It was a fast but painful trip to get water. I know you've made the arduous journey, but I'm glad you managed to make it back after stubbing your toe. That is the most painful of injuries. You know, it's second only to stepping on a Lego. Crispy, you'll make it through this, but we might have to amputate. Yeah, you get a chill day. You wish your life was like that? Hey. I mean, the best thing about being here late at night is that you can forget about how life's going and you can just take a break and just enjoy the comfy vibes. Whatever happens, happens, you know? Honestly, no pinky toe you'd be down. Couldn't stub it then, yes. But then you'd stub the stub underneath your pinky. And that would probably be more comfortable. Think about it, right? Yeah. But vocalist stuff, right? What types of music do you do? Samso is basically hospice care. True. Oh my gosh. We all feel for you. Oh, you don't know yet? No worries. I mean, the fun thing about like doing vocalist stuff and singing, thinking about jazz. Ooh, that's honestly a really fun genre to work on. Yeah, the fun thing about like vocalist stuff is that there's so much variety that you really can just do anything. You know? Do you think a high ego is good sometimes? You know, there's a time and a place for having a high ego, you know? Because like a strong ego is going to be what gives you the ability to make decisions for yourself and make sure that you're doing the best thing that you can for yourself and not making sacrifices. But at the same time, you know, not being so self-preserving sometimes can be better for building relationships. So there's a time and place for it. And obviously when you're like working on certain parts of a career and trying to make sure that you are able to survive and pass day by day, having a large ego is good. But when you're trying to make sure that someone else is being taken care of, even if it's sacrificing things for yourself, having a large ego might not be as fun. Or high ego, I guess. Replace high with healthy. Okay. Yeah, healthy ego. That is... Yeah. You try to have a high ego sometimes when you make something, so it balances your self-hatred of what you made. That's fair, that's fair. And then you get like the benefit of like being ready to just put it out there and stuff and going with it, you know? That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I try to do like a little bit of everything because I know that if I try and be like a jack of all trades or something, a lot of my products are going to be pretty bad, but I have the like thing I can rely on, I can fall back on that, hey, I'm not too good at this, so I shouldn't like have to be met with the standards of someone who's really good at it. But at the same time, if you're dealing with like plumbing or engineering or something, you know, oh yeah, you can't expect me to fix the toilet because I'm not practiced and well versed in it. That doesn't really slide. But also by your name, what would you look like as a furry to me? Huh. Ruby gemstones. If you're talking about species-wise on top of things, I'd say probably towards some form of canine, maybe hyena. Hyena is very important in this sense because you'd have like probably an earring that would be actually like a ruby gem that like sort of has the raspberry color, you know, like we'd have for like candy. And then I think you'd have like a like set of spots on your shoulder that are just little raspberries. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Dying is unhealthy. Yes, dying is unhealthy because healthiness relies on living well, and if you're not living, how can you be living well? Feel like mentally help you accept critiques because it won't hit you when you're down, because you can also listen and decide if it's good ideas or not. Yeah, that's awesome. And sometimes you don't have to take it because people don't need to, you know, you don't need to like worry too hard about like what someone else is going to think. Yeah, I got you. I knew what you were saying, Raspberry. Don't worry. Yeah. But on top of that, though, with how it is gemstones, I think if you're going for like a raspberry reddish pink color, I'd say that the main color would probably be a more like muted violet. Like something that's pretty bright violet or something, and then you'd use some form of a gray or white on top of that. Yeah. Nyan's secret is you never made mistakes. Nyan is the master of life, okay? Nyan knows exactly how to go through life without making any mistakes. Is it Nya or Nyan? Could say Nyan Nave or Nyan Nave, but we all call them Nyan. Yeah. But you can correct us if it's wrong, you know, Nyan? I've got a fun thing with my controller. I'm probably going to have to buy a new one because it's not functioning properly. Like I can't really turn with it in a lot of times, which is unfortunate, but you know, when I'm stuck with like certain situations, it makes things really unfortunate when I'm just trying to like turn like this and match things. You need 400 points? Bruh, yeah, that's fair. One second. Before I answer your question, I'm just gonna straighten myself out first. All right. Could you ask my pronouns? My pronouns, I'm not too worried about any pronouns you use. Oh, made dress. I'll fix it, don't worry. I got you. There we go. Yeah. I don't really worry too hard about whatever pronouns you use. Just use whatever you feel like. But I tend to go by he and they pronouns. But, you know, it doesn't worry too much. But speaking of you being a vocalist, you're working on a song called Bring the Loud Ones by the one and only Raspberry. Yes. Excellent. Hopefully Bring the Loud Ones is going to turn out well. You kind of got themes for it? Like, what's your inspiration? What's making you make that song, you know? Thank you so much, Nyan. I'm going to extend how long the maid outfit's on for because I kind of like this, you know? It's pretty fun. Well, it's about just starting a band? Oh, nice! And it's like the process of it, or is it like meeting people, or like, you know, building up together? Like, what types of things like are good for it? Oop, weather going crazy. You just checked in 70, but now it's 48. Like, how do we drop that in an hour? Honey, if I knew, I'd tell you, okay? Like, outside, it's like, we're constantly like fluctuating from negative 6 Celsius to positive 6. And we had like a massive snowstorm last night. We have another one tonight, so it's not going to be too bad, but it's just whatever. Building friendships, trust, everything with friendships, of course. Yeah, that sounds great. I'm glad you're like experimenting with that and, you know, enjoying yourself. Because like, that is massive, really and truly. Yeah. Yeah, Canada things. I know, right? I mean, I'm not in the worst place for it. Like, if I was out in the prairies, like towards Alberta, Saskatchewan, or Manitoba, I'd be dealing with not only being further north, but also having more fluctuating temperatures because of how the prairies are with flatlands. Or if I was in British Columbia, I'd be dealing with flooding or something. Or Quebec, I'd be dealing with like moose or random wildlife and stuff up north, you know? It's not bad, but, you know, could be better. I really do love Quebec, though. Despite the people being, you know, French and stuff, the aesthetic of just, like, vibing, you know, in a place that's, like, pretty stocked with trees, it's kind of nice. Especially where I am being, like, almost all farmland around town, despite being hilly. It's a lot difficult to like handle and grasp, you know. But whatever, we make do, right? How do I feel about chess? Ooh, that's a really good one. Just flat here, yeah. Flatland be like down there. You love the background? Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just in a Sakura Forest world in VRChat. Actually, I'll check what the name is specifically. Oh, Trashbox Kitty, thank you so much for following. I'm Volpe, here just hanging out for some wholesome vibes and chilling out tonight. Yeah, and Raspberry or Gemstones, thank you so much for following me as well. Yeah, so the world is actually just called Sakura Forest. So yeah, but chess. Okay, chess. There's still places people are more French than in Quebec. That is true. That is true. Actually, there's places in Ontario where there's French like speaking communities. It's kind of weird. You know, one close by. Oh, in Germany. Damn. Wild, wild. But yeah, I kind of loved chess up until like grade 9. Okay, like 9th grade. Like I was really good at chess when everyone else was really bad at it, and I kind of enjoyed being able to stomp people by just like outbraining them by, you know how like if you're playing tic-tac-toe and you have like here, let me, can I get this to work? Yeah, okay. So you know how if you have like tic-tac-toe, right, and you have a situation where someone has like an X here and an X here, and someone like did like O here, now they can only block off here or here, right? So they'd have an O here, and then all of a sudden, or, you know, whatever it is. I can't actually get this to unstick, but there we go. Oh, now I know the issue. How do I feel about the Grace Vanderwall? Oh, about Grace Vanderwall? I don't know who that is, actually. I'll let you know when I do figure that out. But yeah, there's all these strats made to be people who are bad at chess, like me, and it makes me never want to play chess, lol. Yeah, chess is one of the games I actually like playing against not good players because it feels satisfying as win. Yeah, because it's like more mind games, really, because like you kind of have to like hide what your actual intentions are, because a new player at chess isn't going to see the two-step like actions, like things that if you play once and then you can like move something else because you baited someone to do something. That's usually like the fun part about chess for me. But yeah, in first grade, I actually like won the chess championship for my class by having a unbeatable 7-0 record against random students in our bracket. That was pretty fun. I even beat like the I was in a split grade 1-2 class, so I even managed to beat the top grade 2 as well. And that's prestigious position. Like I'm pretty good at that, you know? There's not that many when you see it, and you won't lose to it again. That is true. That is true. You probably aren't going to lose to the same strategy twice. But yeah, Grace Vanderwall, I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I don't know. Something I found is that, like, games that are, like, that have, like, specifically, it's okay, you can understand. Yeah, I'm so sorry, though. But yeah, games where, like, it's really popular and it's common for a lot of people to know them. Things like chess, checkers, like Chinese chess, mahjong, etc., or mahjong or whatever the games are, you know. The ones that are, like, typically the types of, like, tabletop games that everyone knows, a lot of card games and stuff, I kind of don't really enjoy that much, just because the skill expression, you kind of been able to build up your skill over the course of your life if you actually enjoy the game. And so you really can't match other people who have been playing their entire life. Things that I do enjoy are less popular games where everyone's sort of on a pretty even playing field, and, you know, you may be slightly better than another person, but at least your skill in other games can translate. So, for example, like, wait, what do you think about hate of furries? Because it's a hard question. I mean, some people hate furries, but, you know, other people don't. And something I see is that if you look at, like, cities like Pittsburgh, a lot of the population, including the government, like, supports furries because of, like, the kind of income they bring and the kind of support they give for a lot of, like, charities and stuff. So honestly, a lot of hate is kind of unwarranted from a lot of people who don't really know what it's about, just because kind of people base it off of, like, bestiality and things like that, which, I don't know. A lot of people see the adult side of things and just really don't understand why someone, you know, feeling like drawing. Imagine, I put it this way for a lot of people is, imagine you're in elementary school and you're drawing yourself as a superhero. What type of superpower would you have? And I compare that to saying, hey, let's say you're drawing yourself as an animal. Like, what type of animal would you draw yourself as? And that's kind of the thing that people really don't understand, is that, you know, kids just draw things. And that's kind of where the hate is towards, like, how popular it is amongst kids right now or something. I don't know. But let me go back a little bit. You're so bad you forget everything all the time with chess. Don't even know what streamer's name is right now, but I don't look bad at it. If I could do low-key be diagnosed with short-term memory loss, so you used to get bad news. I feel you there, Crispy, honestly. Especially when it's, like, rated in from somebody else. Because you do support Raspberry. Yeah, thanks for being their supporter, Raspberry. It's awesome. You live in Philadelphia, and you swear it feels like there's no furries here. Okay. Which part do you live in? Wait, no, that's not Philadelphia. Whatever PA. What's PA? Is it? Fix my words, okay? And I'll answer that. 0. Probably because you're in the wrong city. Oh, Pennsylvania, that's the one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Pennsylvania, that's the one. Okay, yeah. So Pennsylvania, are you in the west, central, or east of it? Because that's going to be where the issue is with furries. Because I've got a bunch of friends who live in Pennsylvania or lived there that, you know, have been vibing around. Central? Okay, yeah. A lot of the furry groups, you can probably find some telegrams for them. There's a few that are, like, in the central east, like, region, and you might be able to find some local groups or something, since you're near the middle. The west is devoid of furries, I'm pretty sure, from at least what I've figured out. However, the states that are really hard to, like, find people in, I don't live in the US, of course, but the states that are really hard are Kentucky and what's it called, for the south of Virginia, okay? Because the north of Virginia, furries there. West Virginia, there's furries there. But the south, like, of Virginia, yeah, you just can't really find people, which is fine. That's fine. I think the hate today is just fear and ignorance. Absolutely it is, but, you know, we can't worry too much about if we thought that, if we argued with ignorance and spread hate about fear, you know, we kind of go back on ourselves, you know? Because if someone feels that it's worthy of hating fear and ignorance, then they think that fear and ignorance is warranted, and, you know, that's just not worth it. It's why a lot of, like, disputes on social media really, I can't really support, like, anyone doing any sort of shaming or anything for anyone, because it's like, if you're shaming somebody about something that's, like, even if it's high tier terrible, you know, you really can't deal with that. Oh, Crispy, thank you so much for subscribing. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah. I don't know, it's hard. That'd be crazy if there's any in Kentucky that places something. That is true, that is true. Kentucky is a place. It's like Ohio, but Kentucky. But most people, you know, just hate them, of course. And I try to tell them it's just their choice. Yeah. I mean, it's not really even a choice. It's more of a, what's it called? Just a hobby. It's a pastime. Like, you're a fan of anthropomorphic characters or anthropomorphic-like features on animal characters. I mean, I'm not going to be strange about this, but, like, a lot of, you know, some people really enjoy their cars and give their cars a name, and there's a subsection of people who have sexual fantasies about cars. I'm not going to say that people do, but I'm going to say that there is possibility that people do, and that's a pretty similar vibe, you know? Volpy has a furry cerebro and he's checking places like Furry Professor X. Wait, what? Explain, Nyan. Had to refresh and you don't do ads. Oh, that's fair, Crispy. Well, thank you so much then. Don't worry too hard. I leave ads on just because it's just like something that, you know, you're joining a channel, everyone else has ads. It's not a big deal. I don't turn on ad breaks though. Ad breaks are actually the reason why I don't watch streams of a lot of my friends. But yeah. You're actually born in Kentucky, lol, and you have furry friends there? Oh my gosh, there's furries in Kentucky? What the hell? How on earth are there furries in Kentucky? What? Yeah. You leave ads on too, don't worry. Yeah, it happens. And you're a fan of beans? Yeah, these beans. I'm a big purveyor of beans as well. Like I enjoy them as well. We're good. Yeah. I agree with you there. But you also love my fursuit too? Really? Oh, thank you. It looks amazing on me. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I mean, I try really hard. If this is like the virtual like avatar, yeah. Thank you. I love like using, like, I loved retexturing this Rex, honestly. It was a lot of fun. And, you know, the outfits are kind of like, I didn't used to like outfits on furry characters, but now it's like a little bit of expression that you can add on. Same with real life, as I never really thought about fashion until I saw what it looks like on me, and I'm like, maybe I should do that. Oh my gosh, Anonymous gifted a tier 1 sub? Well, that's a lot of tier 1 subs. What? Let's see this. 5 tier 1 subs from an anonymous gifter. To Zia, Hyperspace Monkey, Nathaniel, IVR. Oh my gosh, that's 4 before R, which is 1996. Anonymous gifter Bong Chambers and Arp the Wolf. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for all of those, Mr. Anonymous, Mr. and Mrs. Anonymous Gamer. Oh, thank you. I'll hydrate. Ah! Okay, now I know who did it. Iralka, thank you. Hey, Fluffy, what are you doing today? I'm not doing too much. We're vibing. We're having a good time. Just gonna do a bit of hydration here. Instead of doing water, we're doing our drink right here. I need to finish this iced black tea lemonade. But yeah, thank you so much for everything. Yes, the tail! Thank you so much. Awesome. Ooh. I got a notification, but it's not listed here. Not worry too big. How's my tail? Oh, my tail is doing fantastic. Let me just, you know. I've got it pinned actually. Wait, let me pin 1. And I move forwards and there's the tail. My tail's doing pretty well. I'm enjoying time. But yeah. My actual fursuit, if you've seen the post I did on Twitter recently, it's going pretty well. I'm having a good time with it, and I've been having a great time like sewing and stuff, because like I really enjoy just spending time after doing like work and stuff to just vibe, you know, and do a bit of sewing, right? Oh, Nyan, thank you so much for the 100 bits there. But what am I doing today? I'm just chilling out, honestly. It's having a good time here with all the beans, and, you know, we're chilling. We're having a great time, right? Hopefully. Because, I just want to have a nice, relaxing evening, right? But, yeah. Nice and chill. Yep. How's my tail? Fluffy tail. Yes, it does look fluffy. I know, the fluffy tail. How the weather like today? The weather this morning was pretty terrible. Like, I'm dealing with the Ontario snowstorm. So, we got a lot of snow last night, and it took me 3 hours to clear it this morning, so that was a lot of fun. And you're Russian. Well, welcome. Howdy, howdy. Thank you so much for popping by. Hope you're having a good time. Yeah. What's the craziest thing someone said to me in stream chat? Huh, that's a... it's a fun one. I mean, what's it called? I was like randomly streaming some what was it? I think I was streaming some Factorio one time, and I had like this set of 3 people just like spamming chat with like really horny comments about my character and stuff that was in the corner. That was pretty fun. I'm not gonna say them here, but you can probably assume exactly what they were saying, you know? Yeah. What's my favorite drink? That's a pretty good one. It changes day by day, okay? Like, it's all whatever I feel like. But my most frequent one, I suppose, is probably apple juice. Because it's something that I can just buy from the grocery store, maybe get at wherever I'm going, and just have a good time enjoying it, you know? Because, like, you know, hype train time. There's a hype train? Oh, thanks. That's amazing. Fantastic. Yeah. But yeah, I really love apple juice. And apple cider as well. Ooh, grape as well, Zero? Yes. Igoralka, what am I eating today? That's another good question. I did just wake up, so I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm feeling like today's a Sunday, right? So I do have raid 6 to 9 o'clock tonight, so that means I kind of really can't go out for dinner. I did eat something yesterday, so I might not eat anything today, but if I am going to eat something, I might get some, like, bread, 2 pieces of bread, peanut butter on both, and honey on top. It's perfect. Yeah, no worries, Raspberry. Hope you have an excellent night. Thank you so much for popping by. Have a good day. Enjoy. Oh my gosh, Anonymous gifted tier 1 sub to Kipa Kitsune. Thank you so much. Anonymous gifters all around. Wow. Oh, and to Altered. Oh my gosh, there's a few. Damn. Fantastic. 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. Yeah. Goodbye, Raspberry. Yeah. Ciao, ciao. That raid's still happening? Yeah, it is. The weekend raid is. We do have Vancouver happening, but at the same time, like, a lot of people are Eastern side. You take off your headset. This C is so funny. Yeah, I could just, like, you know, do this, and then I'd have my, what's it called, screen right here. Let me just grab my screen real quick and make it a little bit bigger. And now we can see, but, you know, that's fine there. Oh, ask me a question. What's my favorite Pokemon? I really like Sylveon. Okay, I like a lot of evolutions and stuff, but I think Sylveon is probably my favorite one because, like, it even evolves through friendship, you know? And that's kind of like, it matches the aesthetic I got. What about you? What's your favorite Pokemon? Oh, Milotic? Oh my gosh, Milotic is fantastic. I love it. Oh my gosh. Like, no... Cynthia's Milotic. That one's cool. That one's cool. Apples, beans, yes, yep, apples. Gengar, ooh, why Gengar? Do you like the licks and stuff? Sheesh, yeah, yes. But yeah, the raid's still happening, and yes, Vancouver's happening this weekend. However, there's not enough people in the West Coast in the group that it's really going to affect our numbers. I think same thing with whatever one's happening next week. I can't remember which one it is, but the one 2 weeks from now is probably not happening just because the entire raid lead group goes to FE, so it's fine. Including myself, I'm going to FE. But yeah, Beans, because Milotic is a glow up Pokemon, yes. I mean, you know, Feebas is okay, and, you know, they survive. They are vibing. They're pretty rare, but, ooh, Milotic, oh my gosh. Fantastic. Very, very curvy. The Pony Fire one is super cool. Oh, are you talking about like Ponyta or Rapidash or something? Yeah, those ones are pretty good as well. Nice horses. Horsies. Can I add you as friends on VRChat or later? I mean, feel free to send me a friend request. I don't like add too many people, but it all depends like on how the vibes I am going for. Like I add a lot of people anyways, but yeah, just send me a friend request and I might add. It depends on what I'm doing, that whether I'll like allow you in or whatever I'm doing. But you know, it's full. It's pretty chill. Okay, Galarian Ponyta is a great one. Yeah, Galarian one is pretty good. I'm not actually aware of like a lot of the looks of Galarian Pokemon because, just because I haven't really played through a lot of the newer Pokemon games. I kind of, you'll have to figure that out yourself. Igaralka, but if you know me, you'll be able to figure it out pretty easily, which might take a bit of time, but you know, you'll figure it out. Yeah, the last like real like Pokemon game I played was the XY set in Gen 7 with like, I think I played Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire after that. Yeah. It happens, don't worry, Igaralka, you'll figure it out. But yeah, Gen 7, yeah, it was, that was like the last little bit I played. I didn't really feel like playing Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon and stuff, so it happens. You kind of get off your like Pokemon vibes at some point, and it happened really early for me. I still play a lot of the, what's it called, fan games though, because those ones are pretty fun to just like go around and, you know, see a cool story that's well thought out, that's not washed by ratings. Yeah. All right, let's just check that right here. Perfect. Fantastic. Hype Train reached level 4. Thank you guys so much. Well played, y'all. Yeah. And let's see. Let's see the results of this. Level 3 Hype Train emote. Nice. Congratulations, all y'all. Did you play the Fusion one? Oh, yeah, that Fusion one. Oh my gosh. I didn't play it myself. I watched my friend play it, actually. But, like, just having, like, all the Pokemon fusions, like, you know how you have that one website where it's, like, for lore for anyone else, that one website which, like, you can, like, select 2 Pokemon and then you can merge them together and see what it would look like and what it would be named. There's some funny ones there. Yeah, they made a fan game where it basically just does that, and you just take 2 Pokemon together and you can fuse them, like, during a battle or something. It's kind of fun or something. And then you can also like fuse them outside, but it's weird, it's hard, it's challenging because you're not really sure about how the types are going to work out, how the movesets are going to work. So, you know, it's definitely a challenging game because it expects you to be able to make the fusions, but at the same time, not vibe with them. Yeah, not even playing with those emotes. You fuse everything with Magikarp. Splash time, let's go. Splash Slash. What do you think Splash looks like? Because, like, that's a fun move.
What
right
are
there.
these birds birds doing
What are these birds doing here? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Nyan. I love that. I love it so much. Worm dance. Worm. Yes. The worm dance. Yes, it's the worm. Yep. Yeah, we're good. On the floor, yeah. We're good. I can't do that with my foot trackers, though, unfortunately. You're super poor on points, shaking your head. Don't worry, Zero. I'll help you out there. Don't worry too hard. We'll get there. But, yeah. Pop off, y'all. This is awesome, though. It's good having people to hang out with, you know? I'm glad you guys can be here to just chill out and enjoy the vibes. Yeah. But, oh my gosh, like... Pokemon. Wow, it's interesting thinking about that right now. Yeah. I never, like, art or talk about, like, the, Oh, do you play any games on VRChat, or usually just vibe? I normally just vibe. Like, when I'm hanging out with friends on VRChat as well, even if we're in like a games lobby, I tend to occasionally just sit out from the games and just hang out with the people who die in the lobby. Because it's a lot more fun for me just to, you know, talk and not have to think too much about like the stress of a game. But there are some games that I absolutely enjoy and I absolutely play. But for now, as it stands, if I'm streaming, I'm probably not going to be, you know, playing any games, you know, which is fine. It happens. What can you do, right? You're super tired and heading out? Well, Zero, thank you so much for coming by. I mean, since you're heading out now, it's like 4:14 a.m. Wow. I might pop out as well. Thank you so much, y'all, for joining in and popping by. Nine, if you feel like playing in the raid tonight, just let me know. I'll send you a link. But you probably don't because, you know, you're pretty cool. It was nice meeting me, Crispy. Yeah, awesome. Nice meeting you as well. What? Says Nine? Yeah, of course. If you want to play WoW raid, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's been fantastic having y'all around. And I hope you guys have an excellent night and be sure to stay safe. All right? For now, though, hope you guys have a good night. And ciao, ciao.